How you doing?
You know who is the top 5 dead or alive? D-Block General Jada Kiss.
And right now I'm with my cousin Big Reese, baby.
Check it out, y'all. What it look like? It's your main man, Fabulous, man. I'm holding it down with
Reese, my brother Reese.
Reese.
The homie Reese, you already know, man. It's Taylor Gang, I died.
Who you with?
Reese.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
We with Angie today. That's who we with. You know what I mean? Usually it's supposed to be who you with, Reese. No, we with Angie today. Angela Stanton-King. She's been doing some amazing things in the community. Author, activist, philanthropist. When I tell you, if something needs to be done in the community, she is going to do it. And guess what? She is the voice of the people. I'm going to hit the hype bell for that. I'm going to give you a quick story because I don't usually do this. We had an event, Toys and Turkeys event. We're giving toys and turkeys away to hundreds of families for absolutely free. A friend of ours, Jarrell Sharon, Georgia Spartan, shout out to the Georgia Spartan calls. He said, what you need? And me and Pop said, we just trying to get some more resources to make sure these families walk away with something great. He said, I know who to call. It wasn't the Ghostbusters, I'm going to tell you that. It was Angela Stanton-King. That's who we called. She cut the check right there. We appreciate you, Mama. Thank you so much.
That's what we're about, community, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So that's why we're here today. I could go on and give you accolades for the next 45 minutes, but you got something going on that people need to support you. You're a woman that supports people. You support community. Like I said, you're the voice of the people. You're doing some great work, and I always see your social media posts and things of that nature. You're trying to get the word out about stuff that people don't really see, don't really hear about. And you guys had an incident that happened that's kind of left you needing some help. Not needing, but the community needs to get behind and support it. It was a fire, and we need to put it out.
Exactly.
Right, literally and figuratively. So tell us about what's going on and why people need to jump on board.
Wow. So first of all, lately we've been hearing a lot of talk about the Black maternal health crisis,
right.
Which of course is about Black women.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it states that Black women are 3 times likely to die giving birth to their children compared to white women, regardless of their income or education.
Right.
And this is listed up on the whitehouse.gov. Not only do we have the Black maternal health crisis that is an issue that's plaguing us, we also have the overturning of Roe v. Wade. So we know that there are going to be a lot of women in need of support and family services. So I said to myself, what could be a solution to the Black maternal health crisis and to, the overturning of Roe v. Wade? How can we be a resource to people in the community and in need? So I decided to start Auntie Angie's House.
Right.
Auntie Angie's House was a 9-bedroom, 9-bathroom oasis in the historic King District, right? All about just keeping the dream alive.
Right.
So we were going to go back to more natural ways of women giving birth because when I think about Big Mama and how she gave birth to my mom and all my aunties and my uncles, it wasn't in the hospital. And it seems to me that something more sinister is going on if we were used to giving birth to 10 and 12 babies and now there's a fear of us dying giving birth to one. So I said, maybe we need to get back to some more natural remedies. How could we do that? Well, we could start Auntie Angie's House. We could provide a safe place for women, and we could also bring in midwives and doulas.
Yeah.
Also, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, I say, you know what? More babies are going to be coming into this world.
Yeah.
And a lot of women that do make the choice to decide that they want to keep their babies, sometimes they just need a little bit of help.
They need a place to do it safely.
They need a place to do it safely, and they need a place where they know that not only are they safe, but they have the support, and they also have everything that they need in regards to training, entrepreneurship, parental skills, encouraging them to breastfeed, just getting back to the natural order. And unfortunately for us, Auntie Angie's House was completely burned to the ground a few weeks ago. We weren't even notified by the fire investigators.
Wow.
I pulled up with the contractor and the house was completely gone.
Wow.
So we are going to stay there in that location because it's very important to us that we contribute to the King legacy of life. So we want something that represents life in that area. But we're asking the community to get on board because this isn't something that we can do on our own.
Right.
We want community support, but also we want the community to be a part of this saving life initiative because that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, you said something key there when you said you wanted the community to be a part of it. So even me and Pops have a thing where if we're giving something to somebody, let's say he's giving a turkey to a person right here. He'll say, he'll give me the turkey, I'll give it to the person, so we pass the blessing, right? So that's what you're doing in that. You're letting people be a part of the blessing because they're going to to be a countless amount of young women and women that come through those doors that not only are going to give birth and have a healthy birth, but they're also going to get these life skills. Like you said, they're going to be full accomplished. You're going to help them with life skills, teaching them not teaching them how to be a mother, but just more resources, more knowledge, and just all those gifts.
And entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is really important. I remember being a single mother and raising my children. And sometimes, it's hard if you don't have those entrepreneurship skills. Your boss could get upset and fire you at any time.
Right.
Something could go on in our school system and you decide that you want to, homeschool your children. So mothers need to be in a position where they can make money out of the comfort of their own home and provide that nurture and support that their children actually need. Because another thing we've done, we've given our children over to the Board of Education system. Because, they're there for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. By the time we come home, we're tired. By the time we cook, and we're not giving our children our morals, our values, the necessary things that they need to make it in life. We're just giving it over to the Board of Education. So this will put parents back in the home, mom back in the home to be able to watch over her children. Child care, you can't afford child care these days anyway.
It's $1 million for 30 minutes.
I'm telling you, it's gotten absolutely crazy. So we just want to make sure that we're not only preserving life, but that we're empowering life, we're saving life, we're maintaining life. We just want to do everything in our power to reunite families and keep families together and just help those in need.
I love it. Let me hit the hype bell for that. And what we also want to do is let you start typing in this website. So give them the website where they can get on and make these donations and support what you have going on.
Yes, we have a GoFundMe going. Of course, you could go to GoFundMe and just type in Auntie Angie's and it'll pull right up. But you can also go to AuntieAngie'sHouse.com and it's spelled out just like it says. Auntie, AUNTIE, Angie, ANGIE, House, HOUSE.com. You can head over to AuntieAngie'sHouse.com. You can see the vision. You can get all of the information you need and be a part of keeping the dream alive.
That's it. And I love that, especially where it is. It's just a whole bunch of blessings that should come from this situation. And everybody needs to get involved immediately. I have a story like that. So my youngest daughter was born. We went to the hospital that night and she was turned right around. They said, oh, it's nothing wrong. And she was feeling discomfort. I looked at her and I said, what you think? She was like, I don't feel right. I said, we going to another hospital. We ended up going to another hospital and she had to have an emergency C-section that night. So had we went home and not did anything about it, my youngest daughter may not have been here. So, cause she was born prematurely, like almost 4 months prematurely.
And that's just a testament to why we need to take our power back into our own hands.
Absolutely.
We need our own birthing centers, our own hospitals, our own schools. Hell, at this point, we even need our own government, right?
Yeah, it's getting there.
I know, one that is truly for the people. But, this is not about politics. This is about people. And this is about, just helping that young mother that finds herself in a hard place and doesn't want to give up, because I've been there and I've experienced that. Right. And sometimes all you need is just a little bit of help, right? You don't need anybody to come save you. You just need a little bit of help. And that's what Auntie Angie's House is all about. So I just encourage the entire community of Atlanta, the entire state of Georgia. Let's do something that saves life.
Absolutely. And you're hitting so many key points right now. I want to keep this interview very specific to what the cause is, so I won't dive too deep into the rabbit hole. But when you think about the legacy of Dr. King, right, the last speech that he gave was about economic equality and equity, right? And then that's when some of the heads started to turn. And that's what you're talking about, trying to build people up. It says it's not about race at this point now. It's just about finance. It's about if we could level out this playing field for people, then we start to play the game a little bit different.
And, for me, that's so true, because I didn't become financially free until I started my own business. I was a statistic, I guess you could say a stereotype like everyone else. I had been born into poverty and dysfunction, and I had lived a life before where I was kind of dependent on welfare, but I ended up going to prison. And then when I got out of prison, I couldn't get those government benefits anymore. But for me, that ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me, because it kind of snatched that safety net from up under me. And I had to figure out a way.
How to do
and
it.
the minute that I started my own business, not only did I become financially free, but I was no longer a slave to the government.
That's
because as
absolutely true.
long as they're paying you or you're on their payroll, you got to report to them.
Yeah.
They want your name, your social security number, the children's name, their social security number, the father's name, their social security number. You can only make a certain amount. If you
And
make
you can't
more than
have
this, we're gonna kick you off.
And you can't have certain people in the home. You can't have
Including the
what was
father.
called a strong household. Like
Yes.
teamwork to me is a strong household. So the more the merrier if you're all on the same page. So I definitely get that. And you didn't just get out now. Trump gave you the pardon, so you the plug.
Listen,
Angie. We not
Trump,
gonna do that.
listen, here's the thing. I had already been out, though, before Trump gave me the pardon, because I actually been doing community work in Atlanta for
Right.
over 20
Some
years.
amazing things,
Ever
right.
since I came home. But yeah, Trump did come
And it
back
was
and give me a
recognized.
full unconditional pardon. And I'm so appreciative for that, because it allows me to take this dream so much further. But not only that, helping our people too
Yes.
become free from that paperwork and being tied up. That's what we're all about over at our organization, reuniting families, whether it's keeping the mother and the baby together or putting the father back in the home and helping people get out of prison that truly deserve a second chance.
That's it. So once again, if you guys were watching, listening, and taking this note down, I want you to jump onto the website right now, make a donation. We need to get this house, Auntie Angie's house. We need to get that back up and make it a home. So can you give them the website one more time?
That is right. AuntieAngie'sHouse.com, guys. You can head right on over there if you want to be a part of the crowdfunder over on GoFundMe. Just head over to GoFundMe, type in Auntie Angie's, and it'll pull right up. This is a chance for all of us to come together and do something great and something that's much needed.
There it is. I can't say it better myself. I hope you guys going over there. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate you pulling up on us today.
Thank you, Reese. You know you're going to have to be one of the uncles now at Auntie Angie's house. We accept
Uncle
uncles
Reese.
too. So
Be Uncle Reese.
that's right, Uncle Reese. It's just important for all of us to
Right.
come together.
Absolutely.
So thank you for having me on your show today.
Absolutely. Well, you got a supporter in us, and of course, a Positive America Youth. We appreciate y'all. All right, you guys, go on over there. We're going to end this thing because she got so much community work to do. It's not even funny. She probably writing another book as we speak right now under the table. But y'all, we appreciate you. Thank you so much once again. Shout out to Tia for making sure we got connected, and shout out to Jarrell for initially connecting us in the Georgia Spartans. Y'all, we getting back to this music on the other side. We got DJ Decepticon on the mix, DJ OS on deck too. We love y'all. We gone.
Peace.